before they go and play the Humber Hawks tomorrow in the second of the doubleheader to end these two seasons. Well, Sheridan looks to get a big win here against one of the top-ranked teams in not only the OCAA but also the CCAA. Starting us off will be Sam George, the second-year setter. George into the net there on that one. As now Vito Forte will get a chance to serve here for Sheridan. Right at Perron. Put up now. That one's down. Based with the kill. As now back will go. Base to serve. And that one looping. Played by Tran. Off of the roof. We'll get an ace there. As Bast will now get another chance to serve here for the Golden Shield. Right at Tran. Ludwig. Played over, and that one played out there by Hampson. Bass puts that one into the net. As Connor Thompson at libero tonight for Sheridan, as they're a little short-handed here tonight, as now Vito Forte will get a chance to serve. That ball up. Played to the middle there by George, and Wheatley with the kill there. And now back to serve will go the big man, Ethan Wheatley. Listed at 6'9", the same as star middle for this Cambrian Golden Shield team, Jason Diott. And that almost misplayed there by Sheridan. Free ball over now by Ludwig. Up. George to the middle there. Diott used the opposite hand, and there he is, the fifth-year Jason Diott. That's now back again to serve will go Wheatley. Two behemoths in the middle there for Cambrian, both listed at 6'9". Wheatley right at Thompson. Ludwig through the block there. Based. Fired over now and free balled in the end there by Dorsey. Up, and away there by Sheridan. Diott. George. The other way there for Dorsey. Off of the block and down there for Connor Dorsey. Dorsey, a listed setter playing the outside here today, is the third year. A little closer to home. Cambrian out there in Sudbury, North Bay area, while Dorsey from Toronto. That ball put right at Forte. Put up now there through the block. Tran, Thompson, Ludwig, Tran again. Based, George. Over there for Dorsey, and that's in play for Connor Dorsey. Still no libero on the floor for Cambrian as Wheatley will go to serve again, using both here tonight. Thompson, that's too close to the net! Hansen with the thunder there. Hansen and Based, two of the top hitters in the OCAA this season. showing it off early here tonight. Wheatley, right at Thompson. Ludwig for Tran. That one up, George. That will be a point to Jason Tran. As now Daniel Sass will get a chance to serve. Back in comes Colin Fielding. No libero on the home side of the floor. Sass sends that one wayward there for Sheridan. 10-3 in favor of the Golden Shield. As back now to serve will go Liam Hansen, the third year out of Perth. Up. Ludwig for Tran off of the block, and that's down for Jason Tran. As now Miles Hampson will get a chance to serve. That one up there. George fires across. Dorsey can't get that one over. The point goes there to Sheridan. We'll mention this is seniors weekend, so the lone graduee this weekend will be Connor Thompson for the Sheridan Bruins. Again, wearing the libero shirt tonight due to a plethora of injuries for the Sheridan men's team. And that one into the net there for Hampson. That's now Dorsey. Puts that one into Thompson. Up, and away there, Fielding. George. Back row there, and it just missed. What the forehit is called there is just could not get enough of it. There was Dorsey at the back row. As Obrigaywish rotates out there for Perron. Tran, right at Dorsey. Pass over now for Bass, and that goes sky high off of Tran there. For Kale. For Bast, and conversation there to the captain, Liam Hansen. Diot, right at Tran. Forte for Fielding, or pardon me, that was Ludwig for Fielding. Fielding now the other way for Vito. Forte, and that's down for Forte. The first year out of St. Catharines with the kill, as now Colin Fielding will serve. Back in comes Sass. No libero on the white shirt side of the floor. Fielding. In play, and today is for Colin Fielding. Fielding will serve again now. Fielding just over. Dorsey. George just pokes it. Ludwig gets there for Forte. Through the block for Vito Forte. And now Fielding will serve again. Fielding says that one just had a play there. Hansen let it go. As now back to serve will go Sam George, the second-year setter out of Sudbury. That just over. Forte. Ludwig just two hits it over. George. Obergaywish there for Based, and Based with the kill. George just can't get that one over. 13-10 now in favor of the Golden Shield as back to serve will go Zach Ludwig, who's playing setter tonight. After losing Andrew Bonney there earlier in the season, they've had to move a libero to setter, so Ludwig playing in the new role in the first year. Bast, George for Hanson. That one up Thompson. Passed over now there for Forte. Dorsey, George, up for Hanson, up, and Forte will poke it over. George, Perron for Bast. Put to the middle now, that's fielding! Oh, probably that's Sass with the kill. Daniel Sass there with the point. And now back to serve again, we'll go Ludwig. That ball up. George for Bast. Up there, Tran. Ludwig over for Forte off of a different Golden Shield, but then poked over there by Hanson. And now back will go Bast to serve. And that is just at a play there for the second-year hitter. As now back to serve will go Forte. Already at Bast. George, free balled over now by Cambrian. Forte puts it up now, or pardon me, that was Ludwig put it up. Ludwig now off the block. Forte for Tran, off just over the block there. George for Hanson! And now Wheatley will serve. Comes in Jason Diot, no libero on the Golden Shield side of the floor. Some big swings there from Liam Hanson. Thompson, Ludwig, up, based for Hanson again, right off of Forte. Hanson got there and free balled over there by Forte. Based, George through the middle, Diot, and the big man, Jason Diot, goes up there for it. Wheatley to serve again. That one just over. Sass. Ludwig for Tran. Right at Based. George the other way there for Dorsey. Blocked. That's Sass on that one. Hampson in the vicinity but didn't touch it. It looked like it's now Daniel Sass will serve. Based, George for Dorsey, and that goes through the block there for Connor Dorsey. And now back will go Liam Hanson to serve. Dorsey sends, or pardon me, Hanson sends that one well down the QEW. As now Hampson will serve. Hampson just gets that one over, and that will be an ace for Miles Hampson. The Hamilton native gets another ace, and he'll get another chance to serve here. Hampson right at base. George now for Dorsey. Up Forte. Ludwig just tips it over! It's Ack. Ludwig with the point. Put Sheridan within one. 17-16 now. Hampson puts that one into the net. And now back will go Connor Dorsey to serve. Dorsey just over. Ludwig got a hold of it. Forte for Tran. Off the hands there for Jason Tran. The first year out of North York attacking pretty well, so he'll get a chance to serve, Will Tran. With back within one come the Bruins. Still 2 timeouts remain on both sides here in this first set. Tran right at base through the middle. There, Diot! Jason Diot will now go to serve. In comes Wheatley. Jason Diot, the lone graduate on the Cambrian Golden Shield. Tran. Ludwig for Forte, and that was blocked. A solo from Sam George. And now Diot will serve. Tran, Ludwig. Looping there was Hampson. Through the middle now, Wheatley off of the block. Ludwig for Forte off of the block. Based, George. For Hanson, up Tran. Ludwig skies out one there for Forte, and it's out of play. That ball up, put up now, and that will be sent well long there by Hampson. Timeout taken by Sheridan, their first of the set, down 5, 22-17 are the Bruins to the Golden Shield. Another good set here by the Golden Shield, as their women won 3-0 just about half hour, 45 minutes ago in 3-0 fashion. We'll see if the men can do the same here, up 22-17 in the first set, but Sheridan having their moments, especially defensively, and a couple of big kills there between Tran and Forte. Both teams take the full minute. They are allotted 4 timeouts. As now back to serve will go Jason Diot. Wheatley back in. Diot, whistle's gonna go, and an illegal rotation against Sheridan. And Diot will now serve again. Tran. Ludwig. Vito Forte off of the block there, and the point goes to Sheridan. Fielding now to serve. Right at Dorsey. George over now. Based, and that's blocked. And now Fielding will serve again. That was Ludwig and Sass mixing on that one. Fielding sends that one down the QEW, sending Cambrian 1 point away from a set 1 win here. As now to serve will go Sam George for the maroon shirts. Close enough. Into the net there for George. And now Zach Ludwig will serve. Has to be a little perfect here for Sheridan to come back in this first set. Now one sent well long there by Ludwig. Will switch us 25-20 in favor of the Golden Shield, who continue to be the cream of the crop in the West Division here in the OCAA. Well, Sheridan had some bright spots, had some good moments, but just not able to sustain it long enough to get the first set win over the top-ranked Golden Shield. We'll see if Sheridan can do that coming into the next set. Set 2 in about 2.5 minutes here on OCAA Live. That one skied and sent well long there by Vito Forte. 2-1 now in favor of the Golden Shield after they won set number 1, 25-20. Here from the Sheridan Athletic Center here in Oakville, Spencer Byers taking you along in the games today. As now to serve will go Wheatley. Thompson skies it. Ludwig gets under it, and Tran can't get that through the pin. As now Wheatley will go back to serve. Diot will be in the middle. No libero on the Golden Shield side of the floor. Right at Forte. Ludwig. That one sent wayward there by Hampson, and the point stays with the Golden Shield. Timeout taken by Coach Butcherite, his first of the second set. Obviously not liking the start from his squad here, as he'll take a chance to get his team a quick word here. This Cambrian side deceptively big, because Bast isn't listed big. He's only 6 feet tall. George only 6 feet tall. Connor Dorsey, a normal setter playing outside tonight, is listed at 5'10", the shortest member of the starting lineup for the Golden Shield that isn't a libero. Then you got Wheatley and Diot, both listed 6'9", playing in the middle spots, and Liam Hansen, who's listed at 6'4". So certain guys a little bit more size, and a couple other guys maybe you could say more athletic or a little bit higher jump, a little higher vert. It's equaling, though, a critical mix here for the Golden Shield, who again are ranked number 1 in the West Division and have already clinched that spot without even playing tonight's or tomorrow's games. Tonight, Sheridan, tomorrow, Humber, as Wheatley will now serve. But obviously would love to add to their season total here tonight and get prepared for those crossover matchups in the playoffs. As Ludwig to the middle, that's down for Daniel Sass. Big point out of the timeout for the White Shirts, as now back will go Sass. Colin Fielding in, no libero on the home side of the floor. Sass right at Bast. That ball just over there by Hansen. Through the middle there, and Ludwig missed fielding. And now Liam Hansen will serve. Will the third year. That ball right at Tran. Ludwig does get there, and it'll be free-balled over by Tran. Diot. George Diot off of the block. Thompson poked over. Back to the middle again, and Diot powers that one down. And now Hansen will serve again. Hansen in play. Just couldn't get there was Thompson and Hampson. Hansen right at Tran, and that's going to be another ace for the Cambrian Golden Shield. (8-2) now in favor of the away side. Hansen back to serve again. That one right at Forte. Ludwig over for Tran, off a hand. That's down for Jason Tran. As now the Hamilton native Miles Hampson will serve. That ball right up. George over. That one off of the block there for Cambrian. George the other way again. That one played in there by Hampson through the middle, and Diot powers through the block. We'll mention it looks like in for Dorsey is 5'10" outside Keegan Ryan. So Ryan, the first year, will get his first chances to play here tonight. Ryan right at Thompson. Through the middle there, and that is just at a play for fielding. And now back again will go Ryan, the North Bay native. That one right at Forte. Ludwig too close to the net. George got it over, but played by Sheridan. Now up there for Forte, but a net violation against Cambrian guarantees Sheridan the point. And now back will go Tran to serve. Change of libero here is actually Connor Dorsey's now rotating at libero. He's throwing on the libero shirt with Jonas Obregewish. As Tran, right at that looked to be the newcomer, Ryan. Skied now for Bast, and Bast can get a hand to it. As now Tran will serve again. So Dorsey, listed setter, plays outside in the first set, plays libero in the second set. We'll see if he ends up playing setter in the third set to complete the trifecta. Tran, right at Dorsey. That one up for Hansen. That's big down there for Liam Hansen off of the block. And now Diot will serve. Diot, right at Tran. Passed over now for Forte! Blocked. That's George and Wheatley mixing on that one. Diot, right at Tran. Ludwig, back row there, and that will be right off of Ryan, the newcomer there for, I look to be Hampson. As now Colin Fielding will serve. Sass back in, no libero on the white shirt side of the floor. 12-6 now doubled up are the Golden Shield. And Colin just over. Skied now, and that will be poked over and down for Sam George. And now Sam George will serve. Right there. Played across now Ludwig for Forte. That's out of play off Wheatley for Vito Forte. And now back for Sheridan will go Zach Ludwig. Flamborough first year. Ludwig. Ludwig. Sent right back over by Ryan. Sass. Ludwig for Hampson. And that is sent wayward with no touch. And now Baste will serve now for the Golden Shield. Hampson, Ludwig, the other way for Forte. That's blocked, and that will be a two-touch going against Vito Forte. Got through the middle there, and Dylan Sass with the kill for the White Shirts. As now to serve will go Forte. He and Cohen Reimer went to the same high school in Eden Heights, so Eden High, pardon me. So I can only imagine that Reimer and Forte made a dynamic duo on the outside in high school. As just as they do in college, sadly, Reimer not in the night, as that will be an ace for Vito Forte. And now Forte will serve. Forte, right at Dorsey. George to the middle. There! Hansen! Wheatley will now serve. Diot will rotate in. Not even sure where Hansen came from on that attack, but he slammed it down, did the third year. As Wheatley now to serve, 16-9 in favor of the away side. Thompson, Ludwig through the middle. That's blocked. A solo for Diot. The fifth-year middle got all of that one there. I believe that was Sass with the attempt, as now Wheatley will serve. Forte, Ludwig for Tran, and that is down for Jason Tran. As Colin Fielding will rotate in, and he'll be subbed out, will Colin Fielding for Caleb Whiteman. Whiteman, the first year, will get his first chances to play here tonight. As Daniel Sass will get a chance to serve here. That one right at Bast. Played up now for him as he puts that one right at Sass. Ludwig over for Tran. That's down for Tran. As Sass will go back to serve again. Sass right at Bast through the middle, and that is sent just long there by Diot. And Sass again now to serve. Sass right at Ryan to the middle there, and Diot got a hold of that one. As Thompson now comes back in for Sass. Oberge-Wish will rotate back in for Dorsey, as now Hansen will serve. Hansen right at Tran, that gets over. Oberge-Wish for the back row there of Bast, but then misplayed there by Hampson, and the ball got stuck in the net there. So now Liam Hansen will have to get a new ball, and a chance now to serve again for Hansen. Now we're to Thompson. Ludwig for Tran. That's down for Jason Tran. Well, wait a second. Net violation against Sheridan will give Cambrian the point. And Liam Hansen's going to come out in to serve for him. Will be Caleb Bridge, the listed setter out of Australia. So coming right in here will be Caleb Bridge to serve now. As also in will come Cohen Gillette, the second year to Chatham. He'll check in. As some communication in between the two sides. Is now finally ready to serve here is the newcomer. Caleb Bridge looping that one to Trent. It's an ace for the newcomer. As Bridge with an ace in his first set tonight. As he and Gillette came in for George and Hansen. 21-12 now here in favor of the second set. George ready to Tran. Ludwig. Back row there, Forte. Blocked Diot, but not enough on it. As now Hampson will serve. That one right at Cambrian. Diot will get that one down. Bridge with the apple there as now back serve will go Ryan. 22-13 now. Ryan just over. Thompson, Ludwig through Tran there. Couldn't get the ball over, and the net violation will be called there against Sheridan. 23-13 now as Ryan will serve again. That one right at Forte. Through the middle there. Whiteman up. Bash gets it over. Hampson, Ludwig over there for Tran. Ryan. And that's going to be a point to Sheridan. Ryan just misplayed it there. As Tran will now serve. Tran into the net there. Will send Cambrian 1 point away from a set to win, sending us to a third and potentially final set. As Jason Diot will now go to serve. Wheatley in, no libero on the Golden Shield side of the floor. Diot right at Tran. Ludwig fires over there for Forte, and that is out of play with no touch. Ends at 25-14 in favor of the Golden Shield. Sheridan thought there was a touch there. They're not going to get the credit. And that will end the third set here. Two-set to nil lead for the Golden Shield over the Sheridan Bruins here in Oakville. As we'll see if Sheridan's got some life left here in this third set or if the top-ranked Golden Shield will continue to shine here tonight. Back in about 2 minutes for the third and potentially final set between the Bruins and the Golden Shield here on OCAA Live. Back here at the Sheridan Athletic Center in Oakville. Third and potentially final set between the Cambrian Golden Shield and the Sheridan Bruins. You watch this on OCAA Live. Spencer Byers here, the lone commentator here tonight. 2-0 lead for Cambrian going into this third and potentially final set. 25-20 first set win for Cambrian. 25-14 set 2 win for the Golden Shield as they get ready here for set number 3. Starting us off will be the new incoming setter there, Caleb Bridge, to serve. Bridge just over. Right at Sass. Ludwig for Sass! And that's down for Daniel Sass. As now back to serve will go Zach Ludwig, the first lead of the night for the Sheridan Bruins here to begin set number 3. And that's a whistle, an illegal rotation against Cambrian gives Sheridan the second point as Ludwig without serving in. We'll mention it when he rotates in. Ludwig. Misplayed there by Dorsey. Sass. Ludwig. Over now for Forte through Bass, and the point goes to Sheridan. Great start here for the Bruins so far. That ball sent right at Bast. Back over now for Bast, and that is just out of play. 4-0 now in favor of the Bruins. That one put right at Bast. Up now, that one poked over there by Gillette, and that won't get over there for Sheridan. Point goes to Cambrian. Their first of the third set now is back to go serve. Will be Cale Bast. I won't put right at Tran. Ludwig over there for Forte. Up, and away there, Bast. Thompson to the middle there, and that's down for Daniel Sass. But right at Ryan. Put up now for him. That's blocked. Hampson and Sass mixing on that one. 6-1 in favor of the White Shirts as Vito Forte will serve. Just up there, Bast. Put up now. That one sent right at Thompson. Ludwig for Tran. That one goes to the block, and Jason Tran got it through Gillette there. Timeout taken by Coach Dale Beausoleil. His first of the game here tonight. Great start here for Sheridan. Rough start there for Cambrian. Just nothing coming there for the top-ranked West team. But a great start for Sheridan. Serving really well. Attack looking sparkling there in that beginning of the third set. Forcing Coach Dale Beausoleil to take his first time out of the set and of the game. 34th season coaching in the OCAA for either the men's, women's, or both programs. This year it is both programs. He is the head coach of the men's and women's, who are both top ranks in the West. Top 3 at the very least. Cambrian come out about 15 seconds early of their own timeout. Sheridan will use the basically full minute allotted. They come out about 5 seconds early. Forte, right at Bast. Up now, right at Thompson. Ludwig for Tran, off of hands. Just got there was Dorsey. Fired the other way again there for Gillette. Forte, Ludwig, put over now. Hampson, that one's blocked. Oh, he got through the block there of Ryan. The point goes to Hampson. Forte to serve again. And that one, right at Ryan. Put up now to the middle, and Wheatley mishit it. 9-1 now in favor of Sheridan. Forte right at Bast. Through the middle now. Poke through, and with it touched. Net violation against Cambrian will give Sheridan the point. 10-1 now in favor of Sheridan. Right at Ryan. Passed over now for him. Was it out of play? It was! 11-1 in favor of Sheridan. Forte, right at Bast. Bridge for Bast. That one's blocked. And was it out of play? It was. Finally stopping the bleeding there for the Golden Shield is now Diot will rotate in and Wheatley will go to serve. Wheatley right at Thompson. Ludwig for Hampson. That's blocked. Ryan and Diot mixing on that one. And now back in will go Wheatley. Still a pretty tall mountain to climb here, though, for the Golden Shield. Tran. Ludwig. Up for Tran. That one's blocked as well. Diot and Gillette mixing on that one. And now Wheatley will go serve again. Thompson, Ludwig over for Tran. That goes through the Golden Shield. Now Sass will go to serve. Whiteman rotates in. No libero on the Sheridan side of the floor. That one, Bast. Bridge. Block there was Ryan. Recycled now by the Golden Shield. Gillette off of the block there for the second year. And that will go Sass for Connor Thompson. Is back now to serve. Will go Gillette. That one right at Tran. Ludwig. For Tran. Up there, Gillette. Bass now put over by Ryan. Ludwig. Forte. For Tran. Bast. Obergewicz there for Ryan, who mishit it with no touch. As Mile Hampson will now serve. Up. Pass through the middle now, Diot. Thompson. Fires there for Hampson, who can't get it over. Now Ryan will serve for the Golden Shield. Forte through the middle there. Whiteman, and that will be a kill for Caleb Whiteman. His 9th kill of the OCAA career for Caleb Whiteman. Tran, right at Dorsey. Bridge over, Diot, block, Dorsey. Dorsey now for Diot, and Diot can't get it over. And now Tran will serve. (15-6) now in favor of Sheridan. A complete script flipped here for the Bruins. That one up Bast. Bridge for Bast through the block, and that will get down for Bast. And now Jason Diot will serve. Back in comes Ethan Wheatley. No libero on the Maroon side of the floor. That ball up. Ludwig fires over for Forte. Block. That's a so low for Bridge. The Aussie with a big one there. Diot. Right at Tran. Put over now Forte through the block there for Vito Forte. As now Caleb Whiteman will get a chance to serve from Owen Sound. I'm from about 20 to 25 minutes farther north of Owen Sound in Wyerton. Some of you may have heard of it from Wyerton Willie, the white albino groundhog, on Groundhog Day just a couple days ago, about a week ago now. I'll put over for Bast, who puts that one wide as Whiteman will serve again. Caleb played high school volleyball at OSDSS, or Owen Sound District, the rival high school to mine, and also played club for Blue Water Ballistics. So I've seen lots of their kids recently between Nipissing, Guelph, and now here for Sheridan, as that one just sent wayward there off the block of Sass and Ludwig, as Whiteman will rotate out for Connor Thompson. And Bridge now to serve. That one put right at Forte. Two hit over there by Ludwig, and he'll get the point. 18-9 now. Doubled up are the Bruins over the Golden Shield here in set number 3. That ball, right at Dorsey, put to the middle there. Wheatley up for Ludwig, but over now for Forte, blocked. Wheatley and Bast mixing on that one. Double digits hit now for Cambrian. Now they're going to wipe the floor here, are Sheridan, as Bast will have to wait. We'll mention, Cambrian's only lost 11 sets this season. So this team is sparingly lost sets, let alone games, this season. That ball up, Ludwig for Hampson, blocked. Tran, Ludwig. Other way now for Forte, and down for Vito Forte. Right at Dorsey. Bridge misses Wheatley, but free balled over there by Ryan, and Tran will get the point. That ball put right at Dorsey again. Bridge over. Gillette didn't find a hole. What a play there as trampled it off the block. And down for Sheridan. Everything going right now for the white shirts as Forte will serve again. That one looping. Bast. Up now, Gillette blocked. Dorsey back for Gillette. That will be sent wide with no touch. 22-10 now. That ball up. Put down there by Ryan. Doubled up now, Art Sheridan. 22-11 on the Cambrian Golden Shield. As Wheatley will serve Diot back in. Not out of it yet, but Cambrian's got to take a big bite of this lead right about now. Thompson. Ludwig through the middle there. Sass. Thompson. Ludwig. Over now, Hampson. That gets down for Miles Hampson. As Dorsey rotates in for Wheatley. And now Sass will go to serve as Whiteman will rotate in. 2 points away from a third set win here for Sheridan, sending us to at least 4. This Cambrian team did beat Sheridan earlier this year in 3 sets. 3 sets to 0. Sass puts that one right at Dorsey. Put up now there. That's Bast, and that's going to be a net violation against Cambrian. The point will go to Sheridan. One point away from a set 3 win here for Sheridan. That one sent well down the QEW there for Sass, as he'll rotate out for Connor Thompson. Now Gillette will serve. Now we're at Thompson. Forte. Up now for Tran. Off of hands. Was it? It was not. Point goes to Cambrian. Now ball right at Thompson. Put up the middle now. Whiteman. Bast. Over Gaywish. Put it over there by Ryan. Thompson. Ludwig fires it across for Tran. Gillette. Over now. Ryan off the top of the net there. Thompson. Fires it for Tran off of hands. Ryan. Bridge. Through the middle there. Diot. Blocked. That's down for Whiteman and Sheridan, who win 25-13 and take set number 3, sending us to at least 4 here. That now being Cambrian's lowest scoring set of the season. Their previous low was coming against as I race to find it. I believe it was 25-16 when Fanshawe beat them during the first semester, was the lowest scoring set previous to this one. Now 25-13 is the leader for this Cambrian side. Back for the fourth and potentially final set between the Sheridan Bruins and the Cambrian Golden Shield after a great, dominant third set win for the Sheridan Bruins. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the Sheridan Athletic Center in Oakville. Fourth, potentially final set between these two sides. 25-20 set one win for Cambrian. 25-14 set two win for Cambrian, while Sheridan just won the third set 25-13. We'll see if they can keep that going. It's Zach Ludwig looping that one right at Dorsey. Back in is Sam George. Bast can't get that one down, and the point will go to Cambrian. Liam Hansen and Sam George back in for the Golden Shield. As well now in his third year, Kyle Perot, for the first time tonight. Up, Ludwig for Forte, blocked there by Wheatley. Ludwig back again for Forte. Obergawish, George. Hansen can't get that one over. Bast, George for Perot, Forte, Ludwig for Tran, Bast, George for Hansen. That's down for Liam Hansen. A pass from Perot, actually. That ball right to Tran. Ludwig back for Tran. Bast. Wheatley just poked over there. Not sure who touched it. Was it Dion? I believe so. The point will go to Cambrian. That's now Wheatley will serve again. That one up. Put to the middle there, but Sass can't get it over. 4-1 now. Cambrian is back again. We'll go Ethan Wheatley. The first year. Up, Trent. Ludwig for Tran. George. Bast for Hansen, who got up for that one. Wheatley, right at Thompson. Ludwig over for Tran, blocked there. Thompson, Ludwig the other way now for Hampson, who sends that one in play. That ball into the net there for Sass as Whiteman rotates in. Hanson on to serve. Hanson right at Forte, up Ludwig, there for Forte, and that will be a point for Vito Forte. Right at Dorsey. George over there for Perot. Blocked. Whiteman. And Ludwig mixing on that one. And that one sent well wayward there by Hampson. And now Perot will serve. And that one sent also wayward there by Perot. And now it'll be Jason Tran to serve. Now ball up, Bast. George over there. Hanson off with a block for Liam Hanson. Tran through the middle there. Whiteman was it touched? It was not. As Diop will serve again. Tran, Ludwig over there for Forte. Up. And Diop will free ball. Hampson to the middle there. Whiteman, that's blocked. Wheatley and Bass mixing on that one. Doubled up now with the Golden Shield, 10-5 on Sheridan. Up. Fast over now. Bast. George for Hanson. Through the block there for Liam Hanson. Timeout taken by Coach Butcherite, his first of the fourth set. Diot, right at Tran. Ludwig. Over now for Hampson, who sends that one wayward. Diot right at Tran. Ludwig over for Forte. That one's blocked, but out of play there for George and Wheatley. Whiteman, but right at Bast. To the middle there, and Wheatley thunders that one down. And now Sam George will serve. Right at Thompson. Ludwig over there for Forte. George back for Hanson. Hampson. Thompson, and that one will be free balled over towards Hanson, who makes the kill there. And that ball sent well along there by George. 14-7 now, football score in favor of the Golden Shield. As now back serve will go Zach Ludwig. The first year. Right in play. Put up now for Bast. Tran. Too close to the net, and Wheatley got there. Tran almost ate him up. Hampson, whistle's gonna go. 2 hit there against Hampson. Will send Bast to the line. Tran, Thompson. Free balled over now, Hampson, just over. Hanson, George to the middle, Wheatley off of the block. Tran, Ludwig for Forte, sends that one long with a touch. The point will go to Sheridan. That ball put over now. Hanson, no block, no problem for Liam Hanson. And now Wheatley will serve. Wheatley, right at Tran. Ludwig to the middle there. Sass misses that one. Wheatley, now to serve again, 18-8 in favor of the Golden Shield. Really turned it on here in this fourth set. Trying to make up for the previous there. Tran, Thompson for Jason Tran through the block. Perot, George for Hanson, blocked. That's going to be a lift, and the point will go to Sheridan. And Sass will now serve. Fast, put to the middle there, and Diot thunders that one down. Diot had a couple big ones here tonight as Hansen will now go back to serve. Now he's going to talk to Perot. Right at Thompson. Ludwig put for Whiteman right at Bast. George now for Hansen. That one is catching the back line there for Liam Hansen. Hansen just over Whiteman. Ludwig over there for Tran off of hands. Hansen. George for Bast. Forte. Thompson. And free ball over there by Ludwig. Obrigay-Wish. George back again for Bast. That will be a triple block there for Sheridan. Whiteman, Tran, and Hampson. All mixing on that one as Hampson will now serve. Dorsey. George for Diot, and that will be a point. Net violation going against Sheridan. As Perot will now serve. And that will be an ace for Kyle Perot right through Connor Thompson. Perot right at Thompson. Couldn't get that one over, and the point goes to Cambrian. Who looked to really put a stamp on this one here. 23-10 now in favor of the away side. Perot right at Forte. Ludwig through the middle. Whiteman, was that blocked? I don't know. The point will go to Cambrian. 1 point away from icing the set and the game goes Kyle Perot and the Sudbury Club. Perot right at Tran. Forte. Up for Tran. Just got there was Perot. George. Hansen for Bast, and that will cross the line and get down for Cambrian, who win it 25-10 in set number 4 to come away with a 3-1 win. And I'll do my shout out now of the crew before I have to break the cardinal rule of TV, which is stare at my phone while I do the interview post-game. Thanks again to the crew of Ruby, PJ, Fifi, Thomas, Benjamin, and Alicia. Without you guys, I'd just be some knucklehead screaming at the top of these stands, which I am anyway, but, you know, you make it seem a little bit more professional, a little bit more done up of a show with all the great work you guys have done today. So, again, big thanks to all 6 of you here tonight as I run down to do the post-game interview from a Sheridan Bruin here tonight after the 3-1 loss to the Cambrian Golden Shield. They now are 13-2 and continue their rampage of the West Division in the OCAA.
it's on. Okay.
All right, we're good. I can count you in again if one of you wants to go back to it. All right, 5, 4, 2. Have a good one.
Problem? It died again.
I'm bad luck.
They say third time's the charm, so.
Unless the mic wants to cooperate one more time, Coach Flavio, I won't keep you much longer. But obviously, again, playing against top-ranked team in Cambrian, what do you feel like you guys learn from a team playing against a team like that?
Yeah, we learned that we can never give up. We got to keep fighting no matter who's on the other side and play for ourselves, play for the guys beside us, and yeah, we got to keep going with that.
I got 2 more questions before I let you go. Next one, obviously, tomorrow is Seniors Day. Got Connor Thompson graduating from your school. What's it like having a chance to kind of commiserate that and get a chance to graduate a guy like Connor?
It's great. He's a guy that always represents Sheridan well and stands for our values. So it's going to be great to have a night for him and all the guys kind of cheer him on.
Now, tomorrow against Boreal, the final game of your OCAA season, what do you think is a big key to get a win tomorrow against the Vipers?
We're going to come out positive. It's been a up and down season, but we're going to finish strong. Like I said before, we're going to stick together and play for the guys.
Great, thanks so much, Coach Flavio of the Sheridan Bruins. See you tomorrow.
Awesome. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty, and I will just end it off here. Thank you again to the whole crew for showing up. Without y'all, there's no point in me being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow, 12 and 2 p.m. here at the Sheridan Athletic Center for more volleyball here on OCAA Live.